out of time, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it, thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
What does it mean for you to be a trailblazer in women's gaming?
My biggest thing is I want to be able to set the example for more women that come into wanting to play professional gaming. I'm coming into the league to compete. I'm not coming here to just be complacent and then come in for one season and then leave, and then make it known that other women are able to compete amongst the best.
Absolutely. So Zaya, you participated in the NBA 2K League Women in Gaming.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. A nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, we all are well aware of the Miami Heat and their particular culture. Udonis Haslem, who's been one of the mainstays of this franchise throughout its history, said, "It's a warrior's mentality, being part of something bigger than yourself and sacrificing for your brother. You have to be committed mentally or your body will never follow. It's demanding on and off the floor." Kevin?
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morris in at the 4. And for Miami, they've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Robinson drives in and finished off by Robinson.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up in that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And here we go. It's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
Now here's Schroeder. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Toronto. A 3 from Morris. Los Angeles with another miss. For Miami, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Oladipo for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Kuzma against Butler. Butler with the steal. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And it's Butler with the jam.
You got to be more careful around Butler. I mean, he's terrific at bouncing over the opposition and taking the ball away.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Butler with the steal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They double him with Butler. Here's Kuzma. No good again that time.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, He made sure to find the others.
First one falls for him. And Adebayo drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And here's Miami. They're on a 15-1 run. Wasted no time on that one. Oladipo's got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Oladipo. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
The Heat leading by 14. Here's Ariza. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. It's deflected.
And Ariza works his butt off on defense. I mean, whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he knows how to block shots.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on. Here's
Kuzma, following the score by Miami. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And again, the Lakers no good. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. Over Morris. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morris, left side. Shot from 16. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Adebayo, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Aggressive defense The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 3 assists now in this one. Feeds it to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Thrown down with Forrest Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Robinson with the block. Morris with the bucket. The Heat leading by 12. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's Schroeder missing. Schroeder's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Good on the shot. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Rebound Andre Drummond.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Shot from 16. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Lakers trail by 14. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor. And he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And here's a look at some numbers for Dennis Schroeder.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
The Heat leading by 12. Goes up on the wing, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Caruso, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Caruso, no good. And it's Miami's ball. 10-point lead. Here's none. It's rebounded by Gasol. Lakers shooting to start out this game about 43%. Matthews, no one around him, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
None, that's good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Hero. And another basket for Miami.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's Caruso, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And it's Miami with the rebound. The pass to Nunn. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
Pass to Caruso. Counted, his second make in 4 attempts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Hero. Lakers working the ball around now, and Matthews gets it to go.
Man, nice to watch Matthews rise up with confidence. Superb at getting good position close to the rim.
From the wing. No good from Dragic. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 14. Horton Tucker off target with his 3. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Lakers trail by 16. Here's Horton Tucker. A three-pointer off the mark. Heat on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Horton Tucker. In the game against Toronto, very impressive. Harrell trying to free himself up. Horton Tucker, that's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Miami, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
That free throw good from Bielitsa. 1:02 left to play here in the first. Caruso, the pass to Matthews. The feed to Harrell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Lakers trail by 17. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Nunn. No good there. And the Lakers going the other way now. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's Matthews. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Matthews has got 6. Miami leading by 15. Shot on the wing, and the jumper is good.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. From beyond the arc. And no good that time. Here's Hero. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up the team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young and they're professional with it. That you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your ability. Butler's playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Achua is out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero into the three.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The pass to Caruso. The second chance effort. Los Angeles with another miss. He'd have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Nunn. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Horton Tucker. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. And yes, it's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
Some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Achua. Butler comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kendrick Nunn. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Aldwell Pope dishes to Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Here's Kuzma. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Poked away. Right side, Dragic. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. Kuzma outside. Down low. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And that strength of Drummond at times can be overwhelming. Awesome at staying with his shot even when the pressure is on. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Knocks it loose. Drummond with it. 10 points for him. Schroeder finds Drummond. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The Lakers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Inside, and Drummond throws it down.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Butler, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound by Bielitsa.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
The first free throw is good. A different look for Miami. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Goran Dragic. And Adebayo drops them both. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Drummond. Out to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. Banked in off the glass. Oladipo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And when you give Oladipo a running start, he's going to torch you, plain and simple.
Drummond passes to Schroeder. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Pulls up on the wing. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Caldwell Pope against Oladipo. And Adebayo sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jimmy Butler. Averaging 21 points per game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Schroeder, following the score by Trevor Ariza. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
The Heat shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Oladipo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Poke loose. To the paint. Here's Morris. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 8th in blocks, 11th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here's Adebayo. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And that one is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Schroeder hits them both. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Harrell's checked in. He's off on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Heat have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Shooting one.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Now Schroeder, 11 points in the game. To the middle, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Schroeder. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass. Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Inside, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well-suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Got a hand on it.
Caldwell Pope showing us excellent timing there, using his length well on defense. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Schroeder. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Drills the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
timeout called, the Heat.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Heat with some changes. Achua comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nunn passes to Hero. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Los Angeles has gone 1-3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. No coverage that time. Matthews has got 8.
Much respect. You got to give Matthews for that mid-range J now. He's automatic. His in-between game, filthy.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Caruso, the pass to Matthews. Pass to Caruso. All sorts of time. And that one goes long.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, if you wonder why Butler is an elite player in this league, let him find his comfort zone and then see what happens.
Here's Caruso. 1:10 left now here in the second. And the pass to Harrell. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Butler. Nunn finds Butler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 18.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taylor Horton. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Hero, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Heat getting the bucket. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
The Lakers have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Harrell. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Adebayo for the finish. And Adebayo throws it down.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. It's tipped. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Heat as they wrap up the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Bam Adebayo putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them, but I point to their weak inside defense. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Schroeder in at the point.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Caldwell-Pope with a wide-open look. Knocked loose, but they recover it. Kuzma finds Drummond. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Oh!
Man. Boy, he's got freakish athleticism, and you can see why he's participated in the slam dunk contest before. This guy can fly.
The Lakers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. The high post shot, and that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got 15 points. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Ariza goes in. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Robinson. And Drummond throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And that one's good by Butler.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's Schroeder missing. Adebayo with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. The rebound by the Lakers.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
To the inside, Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
The putback. And Drummond throws it down.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you know, from role player to star, Oladipo's transformation has been remarkable. I mean, he's a guy who is really hungry to be an all-time great.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Bielitsa, he checks in for Ariza. And it's Dragic in for Duncan Robinson. Oladipo hits them both. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oladipo skying through the air. I love seeing that. Has great speed and uses that as a launching pad towards the hoop.
Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you.
You know, guys, this is not the first time we've seen Oladipo go off. I mean, he's a score, first guard, and very aggressive.
Here's Schroeder. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Schroeder's got 4 points this quarter. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the score by Miami. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Drummond finds Morris for the 3. The Lakers rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Free throw good, Drummond.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Achua, he's checked in for Adebayo. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And Butler gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Here's Achua. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Oladipo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Sometimes it's about presence, and Oladipo has it. Really willing himself to the line and going right into the defense that time. He forced the foul.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. No luck that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7-14. And Drummond throws it down.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
And here are the Heat now after the basket by Los Angeles.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And here's Oladipo following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Thrown down that time by the 6'4" Oladipo. Don't let that height fool you. This guy can go throw it down.
Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Now, here's Kuzma. He's tightly guarded. Caldwell-Pope passes to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. And Morris throws it down.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Good on the bucket. Dragic has got 10. And for the Lakers, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Here's Schroeder, and the layup's good off the glass.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Hero, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Dragic against Schroeder. Morris outside. Down low. And Kuzma slams it in.
And, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happened.
Schroeder outside, beyond the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 16 points here in the second half. So it's the Lakers now. And here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 6. The wide open look here for Kuzma. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the Heat pick up 2. Pope loose. It's stolen by Oladipo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Flashes it down to finish the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Drummond trying to get himself free. That one goes. Count it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Hero. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Hero's got 17.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And we've seen Dragic do this for many years, fighting his way through contact to make plays.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Victor Oladipo.
One shot.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the middle, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Shot's good by Hero.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Caruso kicks to Hero. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Dragic. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Hero. Pass to Horton Tucker. Drummond got a piece of it. Goes up again, and no problem from Hero as he finishes at the rim. He's got 12.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Ariza no luck. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Caruso, the pass to Hero. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And with toughness and physicality, Harrell can simply overpower opponents offensively.
Chalk up 2 there. Hero's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Inside, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
43 seconds left in the third. Here's Ariza, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Achua. Robinson is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the Lakers also making a switch. Gasol's checked in. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 2 points. That one goes.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Adebayo's got 29 in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Horton Tucker. He has 6. To the paint. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Heat out front, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back with you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Kendrick Nunn. He's out there with Robinson. And it's Okpala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Caruso, defended by Nunn. And that one's good, Caruso.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here's Okpala. Again, the Heat, good for 2. Here's Caruso. And with the frequency of 3-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than 2s. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on 3-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
And he makes the first. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for Harrell. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Nunn. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Nunn's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Caruso, no good. For Miami, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And it's Strus missing. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
One shot.
And that free throw good from none. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Fires from the wing. And the shot is long. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Horton Tucker. Three-pointer on the way. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. Miami's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Okpala. Again, the Heat good for 2. Here's Caruso. Passes to Horton Tucker. And that one, good. Horton Tucker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Robinson for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The pass to Gasol. That's tipped, and Matthews kicks to McKinney. Here's Horton Tucker. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. McLemore's checked in for the Lakers.
Lakers substitution. Ben McLemore.
Here's Caruso, defended by none, and good that time.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
It's stolen by McLemore. And it goes down 2 points.
Excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
For Miami, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And the Heat call time here. And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And Miami making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Lakers. Here is Robinson. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by McLemore. pass to Caruso. Pass to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. And that one drops.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside.
Here's Strus, guarded by McLemore. The fadeaway. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Passes it to McLemore. Here's the three. And it's Strus with the rebound. Miami's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Robinson. The Lakers with the rebound. Caruso's got rebound number 5 here tonight. That one, no good. And it's Miami the other way. And the Heat call time here. And Miami shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Strus's shot is good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
McLemore, the pass to Caruso. Back to McLemore. And it's good off the back rim and in. McLemore's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Miami now. Gasol with the steal. Here's Caruso. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Off on the layup. Here's Okpala. Shoots. Again, the Heat good for 2. Here's Caruso. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning. Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
To the inside, Gasol. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Gasol's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here's Robinson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's McKinney. Now the pass to Caruso. From 15 feet away, jacks up a three. Gasol with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now, here's Bjelica. He's guarded closely.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Left side Gasol. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Bjelica inside. Defended by Gasol. Bjelica with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Caruso kicks to Gasol. Gasol with another miss. Miami's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now here's McLemore outside. They get it again. Heat shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Iguodala left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. LA's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the 4th. Here's Caruso. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bjelica's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And the Heat with some changes. Achua comes in for Bjelica. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Robinson. The Lakers also with a sub, Matthews. He's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Los Angeles guys shooting very well right now, 52% in this 4th quarter. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. And again, the Lakers no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Oladipo.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
They think college is all you need, and I don't blame you brainwashing on you. See, it took me 19 years to finally start to believe, and that's me. Listen. For the kids with depression, the ones whose parental expectations got them stressing, the ones who will rather persevere, but they trying to make it because they ain't really living.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Here's Nunn. Shoots over Schroeder. Here's Achua. And he makes good on the layup.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass, Schroeder. He kicks it to McLemore. And it falls over the rim and in.
Assist from Dennis Schroeder.
34 seconds left in the game. Pulls up from the corner. Struce's shot is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shoots over Achua. It's Matthews on the wing. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.